Okay, it is the Friday after surgery, which means it's been 5 days. This is probably the last video I'll do until I see my doctor again on Tuesday, just because not a lot's happening. But I remembered stuff that I meant to talk about because the previous videos got deleted. So I was like, oh, I should do that sometime. So I'll just do another update of how the first couple days have gone. I'm still fairly sore and stiff, and I'm still wearing the ACE bandages on my arms that keep me from moving a whole lot. I was able to shower for the first time this morning, but it was very awkward and difficult to do, so I think I will shower just every other day until I have more range of motion without having to worry about ripping anything open. So the surgery itself, like I talked about it a fair amount in the videos that got deleted, but I forgot to re-talk about them in the replacement video. Basically, I'd showed up at the surgery place at 6 a.m. We did probably half an hour in pre-op that I was conscious for, but they did tell me going in that we wouldn't be operating until 7, so maybe I was unconscious for a while before we operated, probably. They had me wear these compression socks to keep from getting blood clots in my legs, and there was this weird machine that kind of squeezed my legs alternately to have the same effect, which was kind of weird. But it didn't squeeze them too tight, so it's okay. And I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that happened before the surgery. So they knocked me out. I don't remember how long it was because I don't remember how long it took me to come to after the surgery, but the timeline I was given originally was I would do an hour in pre-op, 2 hours in surgery, and then probably about an hour to recover from the anesthesia, then be sent to the hotel, and that's, I think, about what we did. I'm not sure. I asked the surgeon to weigh the amount of tissue that was removed just because I really don't have a very good idea of how much of my body weight is made up of excess skin, and knowing how much my arms were contributing might help. He did weigh it, but I forgot to ask him what it is, so I'm going to ask him that on Tuesday because I think that will be interesting. He both cut skin away, obviously, and also in order to make sure that the body contours properly, he did a little bit of liposuction in like the elbow area, and I think a little bit around the shoulder area, but I'm not so sure on that one. But basically just to bring everything in and make it look properly contoured. There was a little bit of liposuction as well. My arms are still quite swollen in the lower arms. I'm retaining a lot of fluid, which I know is a normal part of the healing process, but it's still, honestly, my discomfort is more from the swelling in my lower arms and the fluid retention than from the incisions themselves. The incisions don't really bother me at all. It's just the lower arm swelling. I called the doctor to ask if I could take a diuretic, and they said no, and I was sad, but I understand why. So hopefully on Tuesday it's either gone or he'll tell me a way to fix it. So far I'm just, whenever I can, I'm elevating my hands and I'm using them, not to do anything extreme, but move around my fingers and stuff so that there's some more blood flow. And what else am I doing? Oh yeah, and I've started like rubbing my arms, like massaging them, hopefully getting some of the fluid out of the tissues there. Nose itches. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. I try and drink about 2 liters of water a day because that's going to help with the fluid retention and the healing and everything. I keep a tub of, not a big tub, just a little jar of peanut butter by my bed with a spoon, and every time I wake up I have a spoonful of peanut butter because I'm not protein malnourished or anything like that. I'm not deficient, but I don't really get a whole lot of whole protein in my diet very easily, and especially now that I'm not cooking, so I'm not having eggs or anything, it's even worse. So I try and have peanut butter fairly frequently throughout the day, and then I'm kind of basically forcing myself to have 2 servings of meat every day. I don't dislike meat, I just rarely cook it, so that's kind of been a weird change to my diet. I'm not counting calories or anything, I'm just eating whenever I feel like it, because I want to make sure that I eat enough, and if I count calories, I feel like I have to eat less. So I'm just eating whatever I want, and then if I end up gaining weight, I'll just lose it once I'm all healed up and can go back to the gym and stuff. Right now my focus is on making sure that I have enough energy to rebuild my skin up and everything of that sort, so that hopefully this recovery isn't too tough. So I think that was all I was gonna say that I haven't already said. So that's what we're doing so far. Like I said, today is Friday, so I'll see the doctor again on Tuesday, and so I'll probably do another video then.